Now we're set to go high ice.
Sweet. Alright. So yeah, today we're working on the last of the tier 1s.
Yeah.
And I have been very excited for this.
Excited?
Yes, excited.
Very good.
God, this thing is so weird already.
Hello, Ice.
Hello! There's my mouse, there's my mouse. Let's see.
I don't get a high ice, even though I said hi to you already.
No.
Rude. Oh, I thought that was just a high in general. Okay.
Oh, you get the general high. We get these specified ones.
Oh, wow. Ouch. My soul
Oofers,
hurts.
toofers. You had a soul?
Eh. Something that resembles one, I guess.
Oh, I thought you
That's
said
mine.
muscle hurts. I was like, what? What
No,
does some muscle
so...
have to do with that?
I mean, technically my hand is numb at the moment, but, you know.
Oh.
More carpal tunnel?
Yes.
Oh, joy.
I think it's a mixture of
Hold!
the work
Go ahead.
we've had at
Hmm.
work and the weather. Oh, it's getting
The
colder.
work we've had at work.
Yes,
Yes.
because we've had a lot of work lately, and we've had to move really quickly to get it out.
Ah, gotcha.
So that repetitive motion of me flinging shit and scanning things.
Oh god, you're making me think of Zaboomafoo, that capuchin monkey named Fling who just tossed everything. He was my spirit animal for the longest time. I swear.
A yeet.
Mm-hmm. What's going on? Why?
Throw it out the window. Did you watch that video, Perion?
No, I didn't.
You should.
I think something's going on with my side for a moment here.
Yeah.
It's being a little wonky.
Yeah, just a
Hello,
little bit. So
Oliver.
let me. There we go. Okay, that was
Hello,
weird.
orange butt.
That. But I think this is also the last of the tier 1s that doesn't have a dossier,
It doesn't have a what?
correct? Dossier profile?
I think so. What?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
No? It doesn't.
No, there are way more that don't.
Really?
We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3,
No, because
4,
Clone Claw's
5.
missing one too.
Yep.
We've got 6 with Ripplebeak already being done. Coneclaw and Whip Tongue do not have one done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, you
then,
know
let's see,
what?
the other one. There's 2 more that are missing.
Here, I got you, Perion. Let's have a look at our handy dandy chart. See who's missing profiles. Nox Hopper.
Yep, Nox, Hopper, and Hadget Those are the last 2
Yeah.
that don't have one.
So those two. So yeah, we're just missing the herbivores and the reptiles.
Yep.
Okay. God, this thing is like. I would say it's
Massive.
friend shaped, but it's more barrel shaped. Oh, jeez, why is it so big? Oh god. I thought something was wrong.
You scale it incorrectly?
No, it's just that the size itself was so big. It was 4,000 pixels. It was almost as big as the
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
that means I'm gonna have to get Casper to resize that one again.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is
It's
it
like
too big?
4100 by
Yep.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's
It
like
was 41.
4,000.
Yeah, 4100 by I think 2500 or something
Yep,
like
Oh,
yep.
that. So I just shrunk it down to
Lord.
2000 by I think 1000. So yeah, this will be interesting. God, first thing that came to my mind when I saw the size of the file itself was like, oh god, it's that Ruin Quill illustration from Witch all over again. That was like 6,000 pixels,
Oh, good lord.
something like that. It was some huge, crazy number like that. How? No, never mind. I take it back since it hasn't had its dossier revealed. I probably shouldn't be talking about what this guy's made of,
Nope.
other than like
We gotta
the
save that for the guessing game.
yeah. Other than well, hold on. Isn't the base genome and the primary modifier genome isn't that already public domain? Aperion?
Public domain. You mean public
Public knowledge.
knowledge?
Yeah.
That look.
I
My
mean,
brain is
technically it is public domain, I guess.
yeah.
It
Look,
should
my
be...
brain is fried from trying to get Brachiosaur mutations on Ark. Leave me alone.
So, to answer your question, Ice, it should be soon-ish. I believe we're getting back in the swing of things next week.
Fingers crossed. You never
Oh no,
know.
that won't be next week.
No?
Just
Okay.
saying. No. Because I'm still waiting on Casper to get the next one done so we can have a buffer of them going.
Oh, gotcha.
So I
So she's gonna
released
do one
one,
and
she
then...
works on one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's got to finish the next one that she's been assigned, and then I can finally put it out.
Gotcha. So, hopefully sometime soon. Not in the next week, but soonish.
She already got the poses down for the main piece of it, so
Very good, very
Very
good.
good, very good.
and actually the one that comes after Ripplebeak will feature 2 creatures in it. But the other one will be more like a background creature.
Little nod.
Yeah. Just because I told Casper while she was working on it that when I think of one of those creatures, the other one always comes up to mind as well at the same time. So just kind of made sense to include them there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who it is.
Eighth knows what it is because she can see the list.
Hmm?
Eighth knows what it is because she can see the list.
Forgive me if I'm wrong here, but is this the first hybrid that we've gotten so far that's got osteoderms?
Yeah, no. We've had another one.
Who?
Spiny Devil.
That's right. Duh. I worked on the skins for that thing. I should know better.
Oh, Nooks would burn you at the stake for forgetting about them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, Horror Croc will have them.
Yeah, Horror Croc will have them too. Oh, I can't wait for
Technically no
Horror
Ice. This is being recorded, so she'll find out eventually.
Croc. Yeah.
If she watches it.
If.
This way we'll be able to find out if she actually watched it or not.
Get called out. uh.
It's like,
I mean, we could, but there's also the fact of slow burn. We'll go with that.
makes me
Plus, they have
think.
college work and stuff they got to work on, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to bother them. Noticing too a lot of white for some reason in this line art.
Yeah,
You
I don't
zoom in,
know.
that's kind of weird.
I think it's because it's been zoomed in and she's got all
Hmm.
these little details.
Oh yeah, she put all the
Yeah.
detail work into
So,
it.
hmm
Yeah.
so
Eyes.
because it's been shrunken down, all those details are kind of getting a little bit screwed up.
They're getting smooshed.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just
So
a
what was
smidge.
a line is now just a white little blip that can't be colored
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Well, I've also got the actual line art layer above, so it's more or less get
Well,
what
yeah,
needs to
but
be.
in a crisp line art that's the proper size, you wouldn't
Yeah,
really have that happening.
true. Oh well,
Because
these things happen.
it kind of ruins anybody that makes a skin.
In
Yeah,
Hmm.
because then they're
yeah.
gonna have this white layer technically there that's modifying what they're making.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact for all the people in chat, or for whoever will be watching this whenever we upload it, I've already got a skin in mind for this guy, which has not happened for quite some time. Of
Oh
me
boy.
seeing a creature and be like, "Ooh, I need that skin. I need to put that skin on this animal."
I'm glad you've already got an idea.
Yeah, it makes me happy. Makes me
Yeah, yeah.
excited for next week too, because hopefully, um, it'll be a quicker and easier skin
Yay.
decision than Banehorn. Because Banehorn was fun, but at the same time, it was just kind of like, oh, what if we
Hmm.
did this? No, no, that doesn't. Okay, let's try this, and there's a little bit of a ping pong.
Just trying to find what looks good.
Mm-hmm. But we got it in the end, and that's what matters.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this tail is going to be really weird to work on because I don't know where the actual skin of the animal stops on that tail.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Oh, Lasso Tool, thank you for existing and making my job so much easier. Oops. Oh, right. God, this thing's got such a short neck.
You might even say it has no neck.
Almost.
We call him Eddie. Oh dear.
Oh, right, let's see. God, it makes me sad that I can't talk about what this thing's made of. Because we haven't released it yet, because the base genome is such a cool animal.
Very good.
Whenever I think of that group of animals, the first thing that comes to my mind is the world being under new management after a certain group of other very well-known animals goes extinct.
Oh boy.
I'll have to I'll send you the meme when I get a chance here, Abe. It's
Alright.
actually, I think it's relatively recent. Okay. Here it is. Zanek. Looking at this guy already, I think my biggest problem, as far as like getting things kind of figured out, is going to be the forelimbs.
Oh.
Because you've got, excuse me, jeez, you've got the humerus, the radius and ulna, and then the hand. And the radius and ulna have these spikes that come out, but there's the fur underneath the spikes, and then the hand would, would be under the fur, but at the same time we've got the big claw that is just there. So, oops. Here you go, Afe. It is being sent to you.
Oh boy.
It is being slid into your DMs.
Very good.
Yes. Actually, Aperion, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What if... So it wouldn't be next week, it'd be the week after for the stream. Instead of working on one of the hybrids, I worked on the chart first.
Yeah, the base genomes?
Yeah, the base genomes. So
Yeah.
everyone can see those are the lovely, lovely creatures.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting when we get to larger. So
Yes.
we might need to make like an elephant silhouette for some of them.
What?
An elephant silhouette?
I've never heard of that.
The silhouette of an elephant.
Oh, like literally an elephant.
Yeah, like actual elephant.
Got you. Okay. I was like, what is he even talking about? You mean like for the size? Got it.
Yeah.
Because I know they get kind of big.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna have to have like a hand on one side of the thing because of how tiny the base genome for that one hybrid is.
Wait, which one?
Are
you talking about in the higher tiers?
Yeah, the next tier.
What's
tier 2?
Tiny? Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be a weird one. You're probably gonna have to put that at like the top left or right corner of
That's
the size chart to show, hey, this exists, but it's just too small.
It's so itty bitty. Because otherwise, it would just be a string of pixels.
Yeah.
It'd be like the
Arch just puts 3 pixels on there. Okay.
There you go.
What do you think?
Alright, there it is. Yeah, what do you think? I based it off of such and such.
Are there any after that are going to be like An extreme
Uh,
height difference?
excuse
I
me.
don't
Let's
think
see.
so. I think from there it's pretty much standard. Like there might be a little bit of fluctuation, but not by much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that. No. Yeah, no, I take that back.
I
It's looking
think
the
tier
same.
4 is where it kind of gets a little wonky just because
Hmm.
either the thing is gigantic or kind of normal size.
Yeah, or it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, that was not what I wanted to click.
Oops.
The case of the disappearing whip tongue, everybody.
Ice asked if your brain's okay, Aparion.
Never.
You know what? I'll send this to you too, Carry on. Because you're very capable of it. There you go.
Oh, no, wait. More like under new management. That's great.
I mean, that's literally what happened there.
Whip tongue and ruin quill showing up.
Oh, God.
Oh no, there aren't any big scary dinosaurs around. We're free. No.
I wouldn't say that. God, I remember, I think this is one of the first hybrids I worked on, too. Like, actually sketching it out.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, because I was trying to incorporate the fur with the osteoderms, and it kind of looked more like a porcupine. Ugh. Actually, if you still have that Aperion,
Hmm?
if you still have that picture,
Oh, your old one?
yeah.
I might. Let me check the old concepts folder. That one might be gone.
Yeah.
Like, squint too, because it's all your stuff is hand drawn.
Yeah.
For Pluma.
Don't remember if I had been using a scanner for that.
Okay, there's Horror Croc.
Ah, my beloved.
There is Tongue. Oh, there's old Mole Shell. Old Snapdragon. What was that? Was that? Oh,
Oh.
that's your rendition of what would become Resonance Claw.
Oh!
That
Yeah,
one
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like is one of your better ones that you've done. Okay, there's Cass's version of Whip Tongue. I don't have yours.
Ah, sad. I think it was in the old chats.
Yeah, probably don't know.
So, yeah.
You
I don't know why though. I think I peaked with the
with Rupture Talon.
yes. I don't know what it was about that one. It was just like, woo!
It just clicked.
It just clicked.
Yeah, whenever you guys actually, I think I showed that one off already. When
You
you look at the
might have.
design, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure it's in the announcements. It might have gotten deleted though, because it might have had the old text.
Oh,
But when you guys get to see that, if that's either now because it's still there or later on when we re-upload it again, that design was majorly influenced by Arch. Like most of it was him.
I think it's been one of the few hybrids where I've been given, just okay, here are the base genomes. You're best with the anatomy of the main genome.
Yeah.
Have at it. Go crazy, go stupid. And I went crazy. I didn't go stupid. I just went crazy. I'm not gonna give the the main genome away here. At least I hope I don't. But it's
We already
really
did a testing
interesting.
game for that one.
Huh?
We already did it. Are you talking about Rupture Talon?
Yeah.
We already did a guessing game for it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Um, it's so interesting to see how that sort of body plan and lifestyle has popped up because we've had it twice in mammals with calicotheres, giant ground sloths. No, I take that back. Three times in mammals. Four. Calicotheres, giant ground sloths, great apes, and believe it or not, bears. Because pandas exist. And then we've had it kind of three times in the dinosaurs. Because you get the prosauropods, which some of them were kind of proportioned wonkily. As you'll see when we get started on the chart, the next chart. And then we've got, obviously the Therizinosaurus, because those things are just. What was the description? It looked like a half-plucked turkey and walked like pot-bellied bears. That's what one documentary once said about Nothronychus. And then what was the other? Oh yeah, Dinocyrus specifically. They kind of have that going on. Not to the same extent, but they're still kind of funky.
You're doing like every other.
Hmm?
Were you doing like every other spike?
No, I was just completing these spikes here, going to go down and just fill all that in with the lasso tool.
I think actually for the bottom of the tail, you might have been too conservative with how thick it is. It's thinner than that.
Thinner or thicker?
Thinner.
Okay.
The base is fine. It's towards the tail tip. It actually gets way thinner than that. Like it's pretty much where that
Where the osteoderms are.
exactly.
Okay. Well, I mean, I made it this big so I wouldn't have to worry so much about the fur.
Yeah. Well.
I won't have to cover so much of that with fur and have to be like, oh wait.
It's so fluffy. Yeah, I remember it was Witch. They took a look at the art for the new version of Whip Tongue and they were like, wow, that's a really thick tail. You sure it's gonna be able to hold that up? It's like, well, it's fused with giant anteater, so, most of
It's
that is just fluff.
it's just poof.
Yeah.
Oh god, imagine.
Which, if everything works out correctly, hopefully that'll be the case in game too. It won't be actually built into the model, it'll just be floof.
Floof. Floopy.
I'm sorry, I just now have this image of a blow dried whip tongue.
With like what was it? The old Yudi with the fur.
Yes. Where it's just
Uh,
here.
yeah, that'll just be whip tongue.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll make sure that when we get the artists that do the fur on the creatures, I'll make them specifically for whip tongue. Just go, hey, stick it all up on its head.
Ah, heck yeah.
That would be kind of weird though, probably,
That'd
because
be
he only has
funny.
fur on the bottom of his body, but
We don't want to make him look like one of those fancy schmancy show dogs. Like, oh, what do they call Shih Tzu or something like that? Maltese. Little bows in the fur.
Oh,
or you can just braid all the fur under the tail. Oh my god. Come on, that would be funny. Or maybe I just have a poor sense of humor, but
I saw that as soon as you did it.
yeah.
Wasn't there another creature you did in red?
Um.
Was it Ruin Quill?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's an extra roll.
You should do oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot. This is the end of the tier ones.
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to go back and recolor all the base
No.
layers?
No.
uh, that would be hell.
I do not know how you're that steady with a mouse.
years of practice.
I could never. Eighth can relate to this one, but my carpal tunnel is screaming now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine is too. Uh,
I really hope you get some help for that, Ave. Because, like, it's not fun.
yeah, it's not. The only reason I haven't is because I don't trust doctors. Because all they want to say is, oh, well, it's weight related. And they won't actually look at the problem.
Carpal tunnel?
Yeah.
Huh?
They're gonna say, oh, well, it's because you're too heavy set. You need to lose some weight.
How does that...
Well, doctors back in Kentucky were all quacks, so.
Understandable. Understandable.
Because anytime I went in, it was always, oh, you're overweight. That's why XYZ hurts. Like, okay.
You're in Mosasaur country now. You don't have to worry about those quack
It's why I'm apprehensive to go have my arms looked at, because it's like, are they gonna do the same shit that they did, or are they actually going to help?
I mean, you never know until you try.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'd love to? If you literally just look on Google, it doesn't say that weight loss will cure carpal tunnel at any point. It says that it
Exactly.
may lessen some of the symptoms, but it is not a cure for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very stupid of them to say that.
Well, I mean, so I've got this thing with my shoulder, right, where my collarbone on my right side sticks out more than the left side does.
hmm
I went to the doctor to have that looked at. They're like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just overweight."
Eh,
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with being overweight, though.
Exactly.
That sounds like you did something,
Well, no,
like
even
when you
if
were younger or something.
probably, because it happened when I was in ROTC, I believe, when I noticed it. But yeah, that anytime it's like, oh well, it's because you need to lose weight. That's why. And I'm sitting there like, okay. Or they'd send me to physical therapy, but it wouldn't help.
Of course, it's not going to help because that's.
Mm-hmm.
Feel for you, my friend.
Mm. Yeah, so I'm just over here like, I don't know about this.
You're just over there like, I'm in danger.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, more like, hey, I'm in pain.
I'm in danger.
Danger,
Well,
really?
first it's a very numb sensation, and then it's pain.
Yeah.
Like that weird numb, tingly feeling, right?
Mm-hmm. And then your hands
Pins
are
and needles.
kinda, sorta, but your hands have been asleep for so long that they start to hurt.
Ooh. I've had something similar along the lines of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's with my feet. I've had
Hmm.
foot problems a good chunk of my life. Which is kind of hilarious because I got the good genetics kind of in my face. If my teeth and everything, my teeth are straight and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Feet, on the other hand, pain relieve me from my suffering. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with what is it called? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Seaver's disease, and it is a tendon in the back of the foot that continuously snaps and reheals. Yeah, it was not fun.
Ugh.
That sounds very
So,
not fun.
yeah, I really couldn't do a lot of things that I loved to do. Like run around and be a kid.
Yeah.
Or swim. I love to swim.
We've had a
I
second
get
ice
back
on our
into
hands.
that.
Because Ice is a swimmer slash swim teacher.
Ah, okay. I mean,
Or
Jacoby
coach,
was
not.
also a swimmer too, right? At period?
Yeah, he was.
Thought so.
Yeah, former
Back in the day.
competitive swimmer slash swim coach. I was close, okay?
No, apparently not. You were close. You just weren't close enough. I'm sorry.
Well,
We're
I
gonna
said
have
it
to
was
put you
close
down.
enough. Yes, put me out of my misery, please.
God.
Uh,
But yeah, as I've grown, that whole thing kind of went away, and now my big problems are just like tension and stress in those areas too.
yeah.
Probably partially because of inadequate footwear, but that's beside the point. Because shoes are expensive for
That
really
they
no
are.
reason.
I mean, especially if you want like good shoes that last a while.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
For again, literally no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because pain equals money.
Money, money.
Money! Money! Money!
I'm sorry.
Money!
All right, Mr. Krabs.
Have you not seen that one, Abe?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. Let me grab that real quick. Oh god.
Oh. Arch has lost their mind. That's what Ice says.
Oh, wait, what?
Arch has lost their mind.
I don't know. I lost my mind a long time ago. There you go, Abe.
Oh boy.
It's great. I found that last year, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
when we were down south. I think it was were Jurassic and Jacoby playing the Rise demo or something? When I found that?
Surprise demo?
Yeah.
What'd you post? I could probably tell you.
Here, I'll send it to you.
I got it.
Okay. I mean, I could do it real quick.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
Ah.
I immediately sent it to Casper because I knew she would get a kick out of it.
I remember y'all being at my house early in the morning when y'all found that, losing your minds,
Oh god.
and me thinking, would they just go to bed?
I'm sorry. With those yahoos, just go to sleep already.
Also thinking at the same time, oh, to be young again.
See, growing up is just a part of it, though. You gotta remain a kid at heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have done a very good job of staying as a kid at heart.
No, why thank you.
Of course, always. Alright. Just a few more layers to go, and then I am done with this heathen animal. At
Woohoo.
least for this string. Oops. First mount chest, I guess.
Oh, wow, it's already been 46 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow,
The time is flying.
it really is.
It flies by when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Why must you scream?
Just the cutoff.
What? We're having fun.
Oh, you're having fun? Let me sing you the song of my people.
It's just like, I'm glad you're having fun.
Now pay attention to me. God.
You're screaming in an open doorway. What is wrong with you?
What isn't wrong with him?
What? You want to run that by me again? Okay, stop screaming to lick your paws. What? What are you
Don't
doing?
question it. Just accept.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Except I will eat your soul.
Well, that's too bad.
Damn it. I mean, I can't argue with that. God, I remember doing the skull of this thing for that chart that you asked me to do of just all the different skulls of the hybrids.
Yep.
This thing was so weird to do.
They revealed the cast for Miyazaki's latest Ghibli movie. For the English version.
Studio gibberish.
The Boy and the Heron.
Isn't
Bird!
that supposed to be the last one that...
That's what they said about the recent last one, and you see how well that turned out.
Well, but it wasn't the last one for the studio. It was like the last one for a specific director, is what they said for that one.
I thought it was Miyazaki, honestly, but I don't know. I think he came
No.
out of retirement.
Oh, did he?
He
Again?
did, yeah.
Miyazaki just over there getting restless.
Right, so we're like, I can't sit still.
His poor son is probably like, just retire, Dad.
Oof.
I can, okay, this is not like a shot at anybody, but I can kind of picture him being like the dad that's like, no, 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 let me show you how you actually do it the right way. Like getting up to go direct another movie. And then he goes, okay, that's the last one I was doing. All right. Oh, what about one more?
Just kidding. I mean,
You thought, but you thought wrong.
I don't always show my insanity in one go. Sometimes it's over time. Don't worry
Sometimes
about it.
it's over the course of a day, other times it's over the course of several years.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting cast, though, so...
What I find weird is that you're hearing about all these new live action versions of these movies that have been out for only like 10 years or so. Like, we're supposed to be getting a live action How to Train Your Dragon from Universal here within the next couple of years. Yeah! It's just like, How to Train Your Dragon's been out since 2010.
Right.
Like, okay, I guess.
Milk it.
Mm-hmm. Because they know the hidden,
Oof.
or they know the Nine Realms isn't doing so hot because it's kind of garbage. And then Disney's over here like, yes, we want to make every movie that we've done under the sun into a live action movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, they started with, what was it? Cinderella? No, technically Alice in Wonderland, I guess. Because it was the Johnny Depp stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot that existed. And then they did, Cinderella, they've done The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, obviously not necessarily in that order. But now they're like, oh yeah, let's do Frozen live action. She's like, Frozen it's barely been out for 10 years.
Frozen doesn't need a live action, honestly.
It doesn't need a live action. No, it doesn't. Because they're trying to milk it, and at the same time, they're going to wind up killing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Frozen 2 already kind of did that, but... Those are my own thoughts. I'm not going to get into that. That's...
Now we get you. Hi, Cass. Excuse me.
Yes! Oh my god.
Arbitrary Kiss, boy.
Hold on. Here. There.
Hey, Cass, we noticed something while using this artwork, by the way.
I'll have a look at what you sent when I get a chance.
Yeah, oh no. You know
Yeah.
that problem that, like, you and I talked about where, like, you would save stuff and it would be an extremely large file size? So much so that it almost crashed people? You kind of did it again with this one.
This thing was at 4100 and I think by 2500 pixels, Cass.
Yeah.
It was chunky.
Chunky.
So we'll fix that at some point before we release it to the public.
Yeah.
So people don't crash when opening it.
Yes.
People don't, die. That would not be good. That wouldn't be good for business.
I'm liking how you're lining this, or not like. Is it lining? Oh, blocking this one? There we go. That's
Yeah,
the term.
blocking.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
just have the
so
lens.
hungry.
Oh my god, go get something to eat!
No, we're almost at the part where it's only going to be an hour. I can wait an hour to get food.
I mean, you can bear it back real quick.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Getting hungry just helps me decide really what I want to eat. So
That is a fair
fine.
point.
It's
Otherwise, I'll just sit there and go, well, everything kind of looks good. I don't know what I should eat or get.
It's also
Ooh,
figuring
that's what you
out
should-
what you're in the mood for. And
Yeah.
honestly, I've never had crab before, so...
So now you're just thinking about crab because I
Oh,
sent
well,
you that video.
Well, no, that and what Cass said.
Oh, wait, what did Cass say?
She just finished going out to a crab pot shack. Which
Ah.
was good.
Cass, if you get sick from eating seafood again, I swear.
If you get sick from eating crab, I will find you and
The
I will
shrimp
squeeze
chips.
you.
Well, no, Casper has the worst luck when it comes to seafood. She always either like ends up finding some sort of parasite that was in it, or it like won't be fresh, so it'll make her sick as a dog for days. Or something else will happen, and she's just like, I ate that seafood and I shouldn't have.
Half your clams were dead?
I'm assuming she didn't eat them. I hope that she didn't eat them. Okay, good. I'm glad.
Oh, you ate one. Keep an eye on your
Casper.
health, yeah.
Casper.
That's all I can think of.
This is friendship with Casper is just, you ate something? It was rotten. Oh, and you're sick now. Oh boy, here we
Oh,
go.
rest in peace.
We all have to basically be there while she's it's like the images you see of like the friend that's just patting the other one on the back
Yeah,
while they're
while
throwing
they're
up. That's basically
retching
just
over the
us.
toilet.
Yeah. We're just like, it'll be okay, Casper. We're here for
It'll
you.
be okay. We're here for you.
It's great until
We're
it isn't.
here.
That's probably what's gonna happen, Gina,
It's great until it isn't.
tonight, friend.
Give it 3 hours,
Roughly.
roughly.
That's kind of actually why I'm glad that I have the allergy that I do. While I hate it because I don't get to eat like shrimp and crab and stuff,
Yeah.
I can also avoid a lot of that food sickness.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
At least you enjoyed it.
For now.
For now.
Casper, did it taste amazing?
You don't.
Huh.
You don't need energy drink. What?
You're still
Energy.
recovering. You're having energy drinks. Oh boy.
Yeah. No.
Well then I guess Casper, you're gonna be around for tonight's event then. What's happening on the other server? Since you're already wired.
Oh, right. I
Wait,
forgot all about that.
what's
Yeah, that's
happening
also
tonight?
why I'm like waiting to eat. It's an event that Arson is hosting on the Arc server.
What time is that?
Uh, our time 6:30,
When
right?
does it end?
Oh, it's going on for like an hour and a half, hour and a half. We think because he's starting at 6:30, ending at
I'm
which would be our.
honestly, I'm honestly gonna be surprised if he actually shows up for that event because my man got absorbed into the new Spider-Man game.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, I was up at I the past couple days. I've been up and down and up and down. So I was wide awake at like I think 3 something, 4 something,
uh-huh.
and I was in call with Jacoby because we had been in Monster Hunter, and Arson pops in and he just goes, Spider Man is so good. Okay, I'm gonna go back in that. And he just
I think it's
disconnected. And I'm just like, oh no, my man.
I didn't even know that a new one came out.
It's either a new one came out or he'd been saving up for one. I don't know. I didn't
Well,
know.
I think you're right because I saw recently someone 'cause I
Yeah,
scroll through
Cass said a
TikTok
new
all
one
the
just
time.
came out.
Yeah, see, I was about to say
Okay.
I was pretty sure that a new one came out because when I was scrolling through TikTok, I kept seeing live streams of people playing Spider-Man, which
Hmm.
usually is a sign that a new game has come out if I see multiple streams of it.
Yeah.
Spider Boy 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Okay, Cass, I have to know. That game, is that like legitimate footage or is that just like beta footage that
What?
they've been showing for the Kong game?
Oh no, that's actual footage.
It's
Oh
action.
no.
What?
Yeah, that
They
is
think they're gonna
actual
make money
footage.
off of that?
Well, apparently, from what I remember, the studio is pretty sketchy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah. People in the Paleo Media Discord were just laughing their asses off how bad that game was. I'm just like, honestly,
Is it
so
like an
what?
indie company or is this like a
I
company that's worked with like big shots before?
I do not know.
Yeesh. Because I would think Kong as a brand wouldn't want somebody making
Well,
something
see, the
that's,
thing of
that
it
bad.
is though, I don't think it's the same Kong. This is a different kind of a Kong kind of thing, if you get what I'm saying. Because it's
Oh, they
not,
did a lot of Nickelodeon games.
yeah.
Oh.
Because this isn't something that's tied in with, say, Skull Island or Peter Jackson. This is just its own kind of weird thing that's going on.
Hmm. Is Kong like oh, what is it? You said the name of it before. Dang it. Public domain. Thank you. Is Kong itself public domain then?
Uh, I don't know. It might be because I remember the first ever King Kong movie was stop motion
Let's
animation.
let's find out, shall we?
It's honestly, yeah, probably is because I think that was the early 1900s, in the 1920s, maybe 1940s. I scream for I do not know.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. The original story of King Kong is public domain at this point.
mm-hmm.
However, it looks like people are trying to retie new King Kong stuff into the old King Kong stuff and then trying to copyright it from there.
That's not going to work.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not. But while they're
That
doing that, anything that's made with domains like that gets caught up in that legal battle.
mm-hmm.
So at that point, they get stalled.
Yeah. Because,
Interesting.
like, the original King Kong was okay. You said it is public domain, so that was 90 years
Yes.
ago. That
Yeah,
would
the
be
novel
30s.
and the oldest movie essentially are public domain now.
Okay, so it'd be what, at least 30s, if not the 20s.
Let's see, shall we? King Kong.
I got probably about just caught. Wait a minute, no, that's Peter Jackson's.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I still think no other franchise has really gotten the whole Skull Island theme right, other than Peter Jackson's King Kong. Because there's been numerous TV series
Oh,
about,
actually, here. While one of the most famous movie icons in history, King Kong's intellectual property status has been questioned since its creation.
really?
The rights to the character have always been split up with no single exclusive rights holder. Different parties have also contested that various aspects are public domain material and therefore ineligible for copyright status. Blah. Uh, so when Marion C. Cooper created King Kong, he assumed that he owned the character, which he had conceived in 1929 outright. Cooper maintained that he had only licensed the character to RKO for the initial film and sequel, but had otherwise owned his own creation. In 1935, Cooper began to feel something was amiss when he was trying to get a Tarzan vs. King Kong project off the ground for Pioneer Pictures. After, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, after David, someone, I'm assuming that he's a film producer, yes he is, suggested the project to Cooper, the flurry of legal activity over using the Kong character that followed. Pioneer had become a completely independent company by this time and had access to the two properties that RKO felt were theirs was no longer automatic, gave Cooper pause as he came to realize that he might not have full control over this product of his own imagination after all. Interesting. So ever since then, it's literally just been a toss-up of who owns it.
Huh. That's interesting. So I guess it seems like right now, Legendary, I guess, somewhat owns Kong, from what I'm understanding.
They own a piece of
Yeah, they own a piece of the monkey.
Basically, it's like one person gets the head, one person gets the body, you get an arm, you get an arm, you get a foot, you get a foot. All right, cool.
This person gets the pinky toe and only the pinky
And the legs are public domain.
toe.
That's so weird, though, of why he wouldn't own Kong. I mean, copyright was different back then. It wasn't as strict as it is now,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate, but, things had to happen to make that more strict. Apparently, what had happened is that the film version of Kong became its own thing in what people were doing. So therefore, it was no longer his concept or idea, whereas the original Kong and Son of Kong stuff, that is his. And then when the book got made, that's a different iteration of it, and therefore has different copyright associated with it. So this is very interesting.
That's probably why Peter Jackson's King Kong is often titled Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Yep, because that's
Because
his version of it.
Mm-hmm. And
Which is
again,
why it
it's
couldn't just be King Kong
King
outright,
Kong.
is because it's split up so much.
Yeah. Because I've heard it being called Peter Jackson's King Kong. I've also heard it being called Kong 2005, 2005 King Kong, Universal King Kong. Because they've got a ride and everything for it at Universal. I forget which one. I think it's the one in California.
Oh, Universal got in trouble for that.
Really? For the use of Kong?
Yep.
Huh.
Hold up. So
What monkey
let's
did
see.
they do?
All right, this is where the Universal drama starts. In 1982, Universal filed a lawsuit against Nintendo, which created an impish ape character called Donkey Kong. Why did they call that
Mm,
impish ape? Okay. In 1981, and was reaping huge profits over the video game machines. Universal claimed that Nintendo was infringing on its copyright because Donkey Kong was a blatant ripoff of King Kong. During the court battle and subsequent appeal, the courts ruled that Universal did not have exclusive trademark rights to King Kong character. The courts ruled that the trademark was not among the rights Cooper had sold to Universal, indicating that Cooper plainly did not obtain any trademark rights in his judgment against RKO, since the California District Court specifically found that King Kong had no secondary meaning. While they had majority of the rights, they did not outright own the King Kong name and character. The court's ruling noted that the name, title, and character of King Kong no longer signified a single source of origin, so exclusive trademark rights were impossible. Courts also pointed out that the King Kong rights were held by three parties. RKO owned the rights to the original film and its sequel. The Dino De Laurentiis Company, DDL, owned the rights to the 1976 remake, and Richard Cooper owned worldwide book and periodical publishing rights. The judge then ruled that Universal thus owns only those rights to the King Kong name and character that RKO, Cooper, and DDL do not own. The Court of Appeals would also note first, Universal knew that it did not have trademark rights to King Kong, yet it proceeded to broadly assert such rights anyway. This amounted to a wanton and reckless disregard of Nintendo's rights. Second, Universal did not stop after it asserted its rights to Nintendo. It embarked on a deliberate, systematic campaign to coerce all of Nintendo's third-party licensees to either stop marketing Donkey Kong products or to pay Universal royalties. Finally, Universal's conduct amounted to an abuse of judicial process, and in that sense caused a longer harm to the public as a whole. Depending on the commercial results, Universal alternatively argued to the courts, first, that King Kong was a part of the public domain, and then second, that King Kong was not part of the public domain, and that Universal possessed exclusive trademark rights in it. Universal's assertions in court were based not on any good faith belief in their truth, but on the mistaken belief that it could use the courts to turn a profit. Hoy, yoy, yoy, yoy.
you know what that makes me think of? Makes me think of shortly after Jurassic Park was released in theaters, Universal was trying to sue anyone who was using the term Jurassic in whatever.
Yep.
And it's just like, you can't own a time period. That's a literal time period called the Jurassic. You can't, because of that, you cannot own copyright to it.
Well, that's also like Candy Crush Saga. Do you remember when they filed to have the name Saga cannot be used in any game, is what they said? And they got
No.
turned back on them because it was like,
I
well, a
remember
saga
that.
is a saga. You can't copyright the term saga. That's a word.
Right.
So essentially, from what I'm gathering, like, for example, Dracula. Dracula itself is not copyrighted. You can put it into whatever you want in whatever iteration you want, and it's your version of Dracula. Because everything was so messed up in the beginning with the copyright for King Kong, it is just public domain, essentially. You can use King Kong in whatever you want to, but whenever you create it, it becomes your version of it.
That's so weird.
I love copyright and drama.
God. All right, Aperion. We have one whip-tongued boy ready to be
Mhm.
sized.
Nice.
Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Let's do.
I don't think it's going to be that big.
No. Could you imagine if you had actually stuck with the original sized image, how big that would have been importing that?
Dude, that thing would have been like the size of the canvas. No, bigger than that. Alright, so... I'm gonna hide
It
all
becomes the
hybrids.
canvas.
Yeah, it literally would become a canvas. Oops, that's not...
Who did you shrink?
Everyone else by accident.
Oh, whoops.
Because I hid the layer and it was still on that layer. So there it is compared to the base genome.
Shrink it down a little bit more. I just want to see what it looks like when it's like almost the same size as the base.
That is about as close to the...
Yeah, I was about to say that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay, can you pull everybody back into frame, as it were? I want to see how much this guy gets upsized compared to his original.
Good.
Actually, wow, he's pretty close. Make him a little bit larger. Stop right there. Oh, a little bit smaller. Right, yeah, right around there. Ish.
Here we go. All right. Well, here's the whip tongue.
Yay.
Very good.
You know, it's funny too. I was thinking to myself, that spot looks so like empty, like it needs something there.
Well, there we go. Well then, do we want to go ahead and get started with the colors, or we just want to call it here?
I think we'll call it here because that's like right at the 15 mark. So hour and 15 for stream. That'll give Eighth a little bit of a break as far as what she needs to upload.
Yeah, that's true too.
I will have uploads tomorrow.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and save this.
Casper says you did so good, Arch.
Aw, thank you.